Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harachak Kodash, the bonus of the elders and apostles like Great Millstone, who rule well and taught us His 100% truth. Much peace and blessings be to you, hopeful elect out there, pushing out this world without truth and sincerity. Shalom. This is a video on rewards. The reward definition means a thing given in recognition of one's service, effort, or achievement. Now, reward doesn't necessarily mean a gift, as it says down here in the second definition. A reward also means a punishment, a consequence, for a certain thing that you have committed. But the only reason you would ever receive a reward would be in recognition. Recognition meaning acknowledgement, identification of someone or something or a person from previous encounters or knowledge of one's service, effort, or achievement. So we have a reward coming. Same thing for the so-called white man, Esau Edom. And right now, his service is to bring about this new world order, which will totally backfire. It won't happen. His purpose is to be the wicked, the evil, the bad, the loser. Well, ours is to, be waiting patiently and stay in the godliness and cleave into the powers, the Heavenly Father, in the name of His Son, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, to be delivered. Lord willing, part of that elect. Then shall we receive our reward for presenting ourselves as a living sacrifice, not indulging in the ways of this wicked world. Because we seek mirth, but we ain't having that, so we're not in that mindset of mirth right now, but we'll receive it. It gives man's joys to have fun, but we can't have fun right now. We're waiting patiently for the kingdom, and the kingdom is when we're gonna have fun. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 8. For it is a day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. Zion, when it goes into that, it's talking about the people, the Israelite men and women and children. When Jeremiah talks about the daughter of Zion, well, that daughter right there, daughter without an S, it's talking about the people, the whole nation of Israel, man. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. And recompense, it means, let me get it out actually on the etymology. But recompense means a reward, compensation, payment for a debt or obligation, retribution, punishment. And that's what Esau got. And that's what Esau's getting. And that's why we always say, in the kingdom, Esau's gonna have it really bad. Because all that stuff that is put upon our people, man, we're gonna do the same, but double. For it's the day of the Lord's vengeance. And vengeance, the Lord only could pay vengeance, man. Vigorous revenge, punishment inflicted on retribution exacted for an injury or wrong. And right now, your wrong is, you forwarded the affliction, man. You kept on going. The Lord commanded you to stop, but you kept on going. That's why the Lord brought you up. He brought you all the way up to the top of the mountain, at the peak, to place your flag all the way for you to fall back down. And what happens when you fall down that mountain? All your bones are hitting on that rocks, boulders. You're falling down. You're basically dying, and that's basically what's happening to you. You're dying slowly. It's like you're dying swiftly. When you fall down, you fall quickly. You're falling down quickly. All right, all because of your wrongdoings, man. You're the wicked, pursuant to the Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Psalms 94 verse 1. O Lord, power, to whom vengeance belongeth. O power, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself. See, vengeance belongs to the Lord, and there's plenty of precepts to back that up. vengeance of the Lord. So the Lord is the only one that's gonna ever pay. What's that one word? Reparations. And then you got Jake out there, the so-called black man, who's been wanting that, and they were getting their little reparations last year, ever since all that fallout unfolded. And what they want to do is that they want to return a resort that they stole back in the 1920s, a resort for Jake. They want to return that to them as a sign of reparations, as a sign of peace. But there ain't no peace. These uproars in the people. There's uproars in the people, and Jake is gonna revolt. So you know how Jake is. And that ain't reparation really. Reparations only come from the Lord. True reparations come from the Lord. True, meaning accurate or exact in accordance with fact or reality. And how about Shemel Shai? He rewards you accurately. The goings of man, the ways of man are the Lord's. So verse 2, lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth, render a reward to the proud. Yeah, and you are proud. But at the same time, you could apply it to the wicked of our people. These heathens out here. Ishmael and Moab. These certain nations that are not in authority, but have rule over us. Because the nations, although Esau is the one over us, these nations out here also have a little key role in that, man. They get in the street corners where you got Ishmael or Elam, and they're always looking at you sketchy. They mean mug you, so on and so forth. All these nations hate us, and we're supposed to be the righteous ones hating them. Well, that's why the Lord's gonna render a reward for you, a reward for the proud. Proud meaning feeling deep pleasure, satisfaction as a result of one's own achievements. You guys definitely do that. You guys have that same trait. But don't always get the definitions from there, but you want to get it from the etymology and from the concordance. Proud meaning Salakia, wrong verse. It was Psalms 94. Salakia. Alright, 94 verse 2. Because a lot of these words, although they have the same words, they have different meanings applying to certain situations. Well, it doesn't say right here, but it means to boast. And these people are boasting right here. They don't wanna hearken. They wanna keep being puffed up and thinking they're high and mighty, they're all this and that, when they really ain't. Look at Esau, man. He's the basest man in the entire in all of existence. All of his existence, he's the basest man, yet he's prideful, and that's pursuing the Habakkuk, the second chapter. His spirit is not upright in him. Something about him being proud. Let me see if I can find it. Habakkuk, the second chapter, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. Yeah, this wine, meaning these philosophies. And you deceived our people, man. What you got Jake out here doing? Twerking. You got Eve out there twerking. Being independent. You have that one woman say, "Let me cheat." No, man, because it's not right for a woman to have multiple men. Calling themselves queen. Well, you guys are freaking glorifying derogatory terms that were made a reproach for you, and that's all messed up Esau made Jake. Because now Jake want to glorify reproaches made unto them. Whatever bywords they were given, they go by it. And that's outright wicked. That's outright foolish right there. It's folly set in great dignity. And the rich sit in low places. he is a proud man. You know, it's talking about Esau, Edom. You know, because prophecy, because the prophets always prophesied about this so-called white man. You know, about this kingdom. All these prophets, they don't even know what kind of prophet, what these prophecies were going into. You know, they were confused. But we know now because we're in these times. You know, and it's made plain and know. It's made clear. He says, "Proud man keepeth at home, who will not just hell as desire, so like his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all peoples." You know, you could rob a bank, man. Esau could rob a bank and make his escape. He would clean the whole vault empty. He'll clean it empty. And you know, as he's making his escape, you know, every single dollar bill that every dollar bill that falls out the duffel bag, he goes back to pick it up. You know, he leaves nothing behind. He leaves it spotless. He leaves it clean. You know. But when you look at these movies and these video games and such, these bank robbers, whatever cash they leave behind, they drop it. But E-Man, he enlarges hell as a desire, yet he is not pleased. He's not satisfied. You know, these various wicked atrocities that was committed, man, you're gonna get your reward, your punishment, your recompense, your consequence. And behold, Salakia, was I over here? Salakia about that. Yeah, going back to Psalm 94:2, lift up thyself, thou judge the earth, render a reward to the proud. So you're gonna get a reward, man. You're gonna get a reward. Revelation 22:12, and behold, I come quickly. You know, Yahushua speaking right here, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. See that? So every man, you know, it doesn't matter if they're good or bad. You know, they're gonna receive a reward. You know, for all the work that they have done. You know, in this ministry, all right, the elect man, the elect. You got certain men out here that are high level, and they will receive, you know, as much as they got like that. You know, we're all working for that one penny, which is the kingdom, but all men shall, you know, be rewarded according to their work. You know, if you do low work, then you're gonna get a reward like equivalent to that, you know, equal to that. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. You know, this is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. See that? So yeah, we will get a reward, man. You know, Lord willing, we'll probably elect, and the elect are going to receive a reward. All right, was that in Mark 10:30, I believe it was, talking about whosoever shall leave father, mother, brother, sister, a land, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and they shall receive, just like Job, man, just like Job. He lost it all, but he got double at the end of it all. So, you know, that's our reward, Lord willing. But Esau's reward, you know, it's most definitely happening. You know, you don't have to hope, because we know it's happening. And we just hope for the Lord to come very, very soon, because we see things happening, you know, these mandates. But your reward is coming soon. You know, a thing given in recognition of one's service, effort, or achievement, and your time's almost up. You know, you're living on borrowed time, but that borrowed time is, you know, the time is running out. TikTok, you know, the clock is almost up. So you're being recognized. You know, the Lord recognizes you for your service, man. You know, Obadiah chapter 1. How art thou sought up? You are being searched out. You know, lifting up your skirts and seeing all your wicked deeds. Or your elites, man. You elites out there. You guys can't hide anymore. We know where you at. You know? So you're going to receive a reward. And that reward is extinction. You know? But before that, slavery. I believe it was in Obadiah. I forget. Jacob shall be a stubble. No, Salakia, a fire. My bad. I believe the words Israel, Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. See that? Yeah. And the house of Joseph a flame. And the house of Esau for stubble. So Salakia about that. Jacob is going to be a fire and Joseph a flame, but Esau is going to be a stubble, man. No stubble. Stubble meaning stalks, bristles. What do you see whenever you light up a little fire? You know, you see little sticks. You know, all bunched up together, and then the fire over it to keep it in flames, to keep it going. So the house of Esau shall be a stubble, you know, and they shall kindle in them. Kindle, you know, meaning the light. Light rouse, set on fire in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. That's an extinction prophecy right there. You know, you guys were wiped out in the flood, and the first woe of the earth. You know, in that flood, you guys were the children of Cain. You guys got wiped out, clean, man, until Esau came out. You know, with Jacob from the womb of Rebekah. But very soon, man, it's gonna change. You know, after you serve us for 1,000 years in the kingdom of heaven, in the new world, for Jacob is for Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning with the followeth, and that's in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter or 7th chapter, I believe. So you got a lot of pain, man. And on top of that, you're gonna suffer the worst hardcore bondage any being could ever you know, deal with, suffer with. You know? And there's that one famous scripture everybody knows about. And there's a lot of these, actually. It ain't just this one. He that leaders in the captivity shall go into captivity. You know what you do? You lead us into captivity. Before it was hardcore bondage, now it's like a mental thing. You know, with that philosophy, and you got Jake all riled up. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's with the sword. Here's the patient of the faith and the faith of the saints. Anyways, I hope this video was edifying. I will continue to push. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Maharachak Wadash, the bonus to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who rule well, and taught us his 100% truth. Much peace and blessings been to you. Hopefully, you like out there pushing out this word with all truth and sincerity. Shalom.